the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
58 for Mike, 58.
Hey, Delta.
Drop deep, drop deep. 58, boys.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
This one caught by Crowder. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this will be a touchback cassette sales over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Allen. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Allen, and that's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
49, come on, hey, orbit.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Tighten up. Check 99.
Now Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They come out here in the I. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Zero's kick is right through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they had no shot at the playoffs?
2nd down, McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cross it.
A first carry for Trey Cannon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold.
Oh,
And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's caught by Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're looking to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53, Mike 53. So we got man. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing now is Allen. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Allen now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Undercrush.
Allen now throwing again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember that
shut up.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold.
Cover 2.
On the catch, it's Crowder. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Will. Come on. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
To the air again, Darnold.
Oh, my
Complete
God.
pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. By the way, I apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Caught here by Bell. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Darnold now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Bell. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. And it's complete. Hooper. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far. And maybe it was early. but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That's ready. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 53. Watch the curve.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Damn it, he got
This is caught for a Bills touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the 50, it's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Oh, he took it to their house. Damn.
A Big play here for the Bills. 44 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Allen.
Damn, dude, how did you not pick that off?
It's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What
they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the 1st step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains.
Oh, come on, dude. That was caught.
But it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, box drop.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
You're all up, baby. You're all up. 49's the mic.
On first down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Crowder. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it with Bell. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. It got his man.
Oh, my God.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Jesus Christ.
The extra point. And now things
Font just sat there and gave him a fucking kiss. That shit was funny.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Jesus. F me. F me silly.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
You fucking lost yards on that shit, I think.
With your offensive
Did I lose yards on that? Yep. Fuck me.
They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, go.
Now Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. It's complete to Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16
Cannot
and a
put a
jet first down.
linebacker.
And this defense here
Cannot put a
will burn their
linebacker
second
in.
timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twitch. Ready?
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. This is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? A crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.